This is Bill Board with PNX News, and I'm here tonight with legendary star of stage and screen photographer and co-founder of We Got Power, Jordan Schwartz. Hi, Jordan.
Hey, gang. Hey, fans out there in Punk's Newsland.
So, what do you got here?
So I got some, I have a print here. This is Flag at Moose Lodge. I think it was 2014. This was the first Flag gig at Moose Lodge with Dezo playing. It's a pretty awesome show, somewhat historic. And additionally, I'm wearing a Brian Walsby shirt, which was another photo taken at that time. Somebody else shot the photo, but pretty much the same perspective of that shirt as well. I picked the shirt up. Flag was on tour with Punk Rock Bowling at the Punk Rock Bowling in Vegas. But yeah, I have this print and another print hanging here, a Jello Biafra print as well.
You know what I like about this is if you look at the side, the print goes all the way around the sides.
Yeah. No, it's a trip.
It's bonus footage.
Yeah. Well, it's a little challenging to crop it, but they should. When you crop it, it shows you what the edges are. But yeah, you get a little bonus. I think there's some bonus guest list right there. Billy's guest list.
How cool is that?
Yeah. I think that says Depression.
A little chunk of punk rock history there.
Yeah.
Speaking of history, I think I remember first noticing you in some videos.
Yes.
Back in the day. Were you in Desperate Teenage Love Dolls? Or how were you involved with that?
So I met Dave Markey in Santa Monica around 1979, 1980. And he was making films, Super 8 films, and doing sort of a fanzine, which is from kids around the neighborhood. Mm-hmm. And I helped him on those projects, and that's where I kind of got into photography. And we were into music like Devo, ska stuff, Talking Heads. And then it was 80, 81, around the time we got turned on to the Decline of Western Civilization soundtrack and Black Flag Jealous Again EP and First Dead Kennedy's record, Fresh Fruit. By that time it was like, boom, hardcore. And then it turns out we were right in the middle, more or less ground zero for Southern California hardcore. So we already had the skills to do print stuff, film, and what have you. So we just took that and focused it towards the hardcore punk rock scene at the time. Mm-hmm. We had a friend, Kim Pilkington, who was also one of the founders of We Got Power magazine, which we founded, and she had a car, and we just go to gigs. I'd shoot photos, Dave would lay out the print, lay out the letter set, we'd do interviews and what have you, and that was it, also along with my sister Jennifer. Then a little later, we hooked up with the dudes from Red Cross and some other fans, and did a film called Desperate Teenage Love Dolls, which was about an all-girl rock band and how they kill and fuck their way to the top. And then a sequel to that, Love Doll Superstar. Dave Markey also did a documentary of that early LA hardcore scene called The Slog Movie. And later went on, Sonic Youth had called him to do a tour in 1991 in Europe with this new band Nirvana that had just recorded a new album called Nevermind, but nobody knew what it was. And they went and did the tour, and that was the film 1991, The Year Punk Roll.
Wow. Cool.
That's it in a nutshell.
I seem to remember, were you involved in a Notorious Black Flag video?
Yeah. We Got Power magazine ran from about 81 to 84, and as things were winding down, I started working as a press agent and a booking agent at SST Records with Chuck Bukowski. And that was My War had come out, and Slip It In had just been released. And so since Dave Markey could make films, we also hooked up with David Travis, who now runs Cafe Nayla. He had a pretty awesome VHS video camera and editing system, so we shot the Slip It In video, is what you're referring to.
It's a classic.
Yeah. Greg Ginn, Raymond Pettybone's dad, was a professor at LA Harbor College. He got us the room, and we just went in there and shot that. The budget was about $75, including bus fare. So
who all was in that video? Do you remember the names of some of the performers?
Well, it was basically just me as the teacher lip syncing, and then my sister and Kim Pilkington, Jack Brewer from Saccharin Trust, his cousin, just Sandy Glaze, just all the girls. We just had to populate it with a bunch of young girls.
Right, exactly.
And then let nature take its course, more or less.
Yes, definite gem in the film archives.
Yes.
So what are you doing today? You're taking some pictures?
Hey, I always, whenever I bump into Tequila at various gigs around here, I always find out when she's doing the next punk museum thing, and I just happen to have some new prints. So I'm showing this and another print of Jello Biafra at Alex's bar, subtitled "No Decision 2016." And he's dressed up kind of this freaky Uncle Sam variant. But we actually were doing, it's about a 4-year anniversary. So 4 years ago, Dave Markey and I released a book called We Got Power Magazine, Scenes of Southern California Hardcore 1980, something like that, on Bazillion Points Records. When the book came out, we did a gallery show with over 140 prints, mostly black and white, things from the books, and also from this some of this 35mm stuff Dave shot on the 1991 tour. We did a show at Track 16 in Santa Monica. We're doing a kind of a reprise of that show at a place called a record shop and gallery in downtown called Pop Obscure Records on Los Angeles Street between 7th and 8th. Saturday, October 8th is the opening. It's going to be a blowout. Jatane Damone Quartet will be playing, and then another special guest band that we're sorting out.
Sounds great.
And I'm sure, I don't know if you caught Jatane. I saw Jatane Damone.
Fullerton? Yeah.
Well, I saw him at the Punk Rock Museum.
Oh,
Punk Rock Museum
they're
Wing.
great.
Yeah.
They're awesome. Star-studded lineup.
Yeah,
too.
it's Rick Agnew from the Adolescents and Christian Death. Jatane's from Christian Death, and Paul Rossler from Screamers, DC3,
etc., etc. Twisted Roots.
Twisted Roots.
Fancy Space People.
And he played on. He actually played some keyboards on the Fresh Fruit, the Dead Kennedys Fresh Fruits for Rotting Vegetables
Nina
LP as well.
Hagen. Did you say
Nina
Nina
Hagen, right?
Hagen?
Yeah.
He's been around.
So yeah,
And he's a
they're
good producer,
very,
too.
very, very trippy stuff. So,
Yeah.
and it looks good in galleries. So it sounds good.
That's
so
true.
that'll be fun.
That's true. So do you have a website or anything?
We got powerbook.com, and then on Facebook, just search for We Got Power. Facebook is really kind of where it's happening for me. I like that because I'm still going to gigs and shooting photos and whatnot. So I can just maybe shoot some with the iPhone, throw some stuff up immediately, put some wise ass comments in there, then shoot more formal DLSR stuff like this type stuff, kind of prepared more formally, and then but post it up as well. So yeah, Facebook is good, and it's just interacting with people, joking around. For example, Brian Walsby actually has done a shirt for us. By looking at some of the pictures and whatever, just kind of did a shirt. But that's all just kind of bullshitting with each other on Facebook. So that's a place to get a hold of me.
Well, I'm glad to see you. Keep.
And that's where I get clued into fucking Punk's News. I get all my news about the scene from Punk's News on Facebook.
Oh, well, thank you. Thanks for the plug.
Yeah.
Hi, fuck off.
And here we have the founder and the leader of the Punk Museum Empire.
Sig Heil, big smile.
Hey.
Sig Freud.
Yeah.
Sigmund Freud.
Sig Sputnik. Oh, and here's what the book looks like as well. So
it's a rocket book. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And the future is even better than you imagined it. Because there's no future, but the future of the future is even better than the future.
Yeah, I thought Johnny said no future. Oh, there's no future for you?
Oh no, just no for you, not for you, but for you.
No future.
Not for you, but for you. Sometimes for you.
The future's where it's happening. So join the expected crowd gathering now in the future.
Well, Saturday, October 8th at Pop Obscure.
That's right.
We'll be here now.
Shout out for PNX News, and this is Roger Ray for Roger Rave, and this is LA Punk Rocker.
It's upside down. Ta-da! So this has been Bill Bourne reporting live from the Punk Rock Museum here in Los Angeles, California. Now back to you in the newsroom.
PNX News. Let's be real.